The Guyana Press Association, members of the media, and women rights activists came together in a protest outside the state-owned National Communications Network over a management decision to suspend the sports editor without pay for a month over a Facebook post and the removal of an NCN news anchor, Natasha Smith, from the anchor's chair, allegedly over her pregnancy. Here is GPA executive member Nazima Ragabir, who said the Guyana Press Association, though not a union, has the right to come out in solidarity of members of the press and association.
I don't know what sort of message they're really sending to the staff if you can, all of these different procedures and then you still dock her pay and send her off. In addition to that, Natasha's issue is that she has actually been forced off air because she's pregnant. And I think that's really unacceptable. They didn't tell her in any plain words that you can't act because you're pregnant and unmarried. But what is the message you're sending to a woman if you're telling the camera people to take close-up shots and all of that?
Women's rights activist and member of the Women and Gender Rights Commission, Nicole Cole, said NCN management had broken a number of rights and charters that Guyana has signed on to.
Violates the Prevention of Discrimination Act, and it also violates Article 29 of the Constitution of Guyana, which is the supreme law, which guarantees women's rights. And basically, pregnancy is a right. It is not a new infectious disease. It is a right of every woman to give birth. It is a right for her to carry her baby. It is a right for her to work. She's a professional woman. What does her being pregnant have to do with her ability to read the news? She has done so in 2011 when she was pregnant with twins. So what is the difference now? And so I find it wholly disheartening that Mr. Lennox Cornett is going to make statements pertaining to he doesn't like what she looks like, but then he can go to sleep or close his eyes during that period as she's reading the news. But you can't take her off. She's a professional woman and she deserves the right to work.
Veteran journalist and GPA executive member Dennis Brawl also spoke against management's decision.
One, for the reversal of the suspension. We believe that it is too burdensome and uncalled for. We are not saying that Ms. Archibald Hawk may not have committed a transgression for which she has apologized. Therefore, we believe that the apology is acceptable and it should bring an end to the matter in favor of Ms. Archibald and to management. And also for the record to be set straight with respect to Ms. Smith. It is not a crime to be pregnant, and therefore she should not be in any way be penalized or be discriminated against because of her expectant state.
Other members of the media fraternity, even Lincoln Lewis, came out and spoke against the NCN management's decision.
I think it is despicable. I mean, in this day and age where you have a young woman being told that she cannot pursue her professional career, which she has been doing fine at. I don't see any problem with her. I don't think anybody has had a problem with her and her professional attitude to her job. But being told just because she's pregnant, from all reports, that's the reason she cannot be on air. I used to be the editor here, and we've had pregnant anchors before, and we never had a problem with that. I think this is absolutely despicable. I mean, one has to wonder if these gentlemen are born of mothers or did they come out of another orifice.
When I heard about this, the first thing that came to mind was that, you know what, there are people, and we all came out of vaginas. Well, some of us may have come through cesarean section, but we don't like to talk about vaginas, but you know what, we all came from there. Well, most of us came from vaginas. And if men cannot understand that, and if men are going to use that to discriminate against women, then it's totally wrong.
It has come a time that somebody at some level has to make a decision and give the instructions to the NCN, because if the policy of the government is not to discriminate under these circumstances that the young lady has found herself, then a state entity ought not to be involved in conducting business in that manner. The time has come that you've got to tell them very clear, it's discrimination.
There was a scheduled meeting between the GPA executive and chief executive officer of NCN over the network's decision, but according to information reaching this newscast, NCN noted the concerns of the Guyana Press Association. Andrew Weeks, Safe TV2, Headline News.